echoes in the dark, the tale takes a start. Mind's projector rolling, frame by frame, the art. A whisper, a spark in the shadows is stark. Kahani Suno calling, let the story embark. Neon flicker, words paint the scene vivid. Fingers grip the void, suspense is so liquid. A clock ticks loud, the silence screams. Voices weaving webs, unraveling dreams. Fingers on rewind, memory playback. Each syllable a reel, a flashback attack. For your mind flows, your mind's lens blurs. Kahani Suno unfolds in a world that stirs.
Hello, good morning, good evening, and fantastic welcome everybody out there, wherever you are in the world. This is Kabir again, your captain on this wild ride, bringing you the fourth, the pivotal, the Dil Ki Dhadkan Wala episode of Parallels. So far, our boy Arun has been on a trip rougher than a Mumbai local at a rush hour, yanked from his world and dropped into a parallel one, created way back 1975. Last time, his mind was officially blown. He got answers that created more questions. Do I exist here? The answer was a cold, hard no. His father never lived to have him in this timeline. सोच कर ही दिल दुखता है ने? And then the ultimate gut punch. A choice. Option 1, stay in this strange new almost earth. Option 2, go back to that deadly jungle, but with a cruel catch. Going back is basically signing his own death warrant. The devices are in places where survival is a fantasy. So Arun was left in a silent room, his future hanging by a thread. एक तरफ जिंदगी, एक तरफ वो जिंदगी जिससे वो प्यार करता था. That's where we left his heart and mind tearing into two. Jump into episode 4. Getting right into it, Arun is sitting there, his thoughts running faster than Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, the sprinter, guys. The world champ, the fastest man on earth. The silence is deafening. Suddenly, the door whispers open. A person walks in, hands him a sleek glass-like tablet. No words, just a nod. Arun looks at it. The screen flickers to life. And the first thing he sees, his own vital signs. His pulse, a frantic 120 BPM, is displayed right there. Great, he thinks. Even the gadget knows I am having a panic attack. The device has a menu. The first question blinking is the one screaming in his head. Where am I? He touches it with a trembling finger. The answer loads and his jaw hits the floor. It reads, spatial displacement 12.76 light years from origin point. 12.76 light years. This is not just in another country, he is in another cosmic neighborhood. The next point explains transfer modality, quantum cellular reconstruction. Your biological pattern has been replicated at the subatomic level. So he wasn't beamed up. Every cell was scanned, digitized into billions of bits of data and printed here. He's a biological fax. His mind refuses to process it. Then comes the deadline. Temporal window of choice. 47 minutes remaining. Decision is final and irreversible. A clock starts counting down on the screen. 46:59, 46:58. Talk about pressure. It also shows him the time back home. It's 6 p.m. the day after his accident. His friends would be frantic. Kajal. Oh, Kajal. The thought of her smile, the worry in her eyes now, sends a physical ache through his chest. याद आती है तो दिल घबराता है. The local time here, almost identical. The location, Fern Space Institute, planet Scenore. Scenore. He's on a planet called Scenore. Reading all this, a wave of nausea hits him. His gut churns. He feels a hot, furious anger bubbling up. He wants to scream, to throw this fancy tablet against the wall. Why me? He whispers to the empty room. Of all the people to win the interdimensional lottery, why did I have to be the guy who was even afraid of camping? Before he can spiral further, the door opens again. It's the doctor from before, Priyan. His face is calm, unreadable. Arun, have you made your choice? The question asked so plainly snaps something in Arun. He explodes. Choice? He shouts, jumping up. You call this a choice? It's like asking someone if you'd rather be eaten by a tiger or a lion. I have lived 23 years. I have a mother who waits up for me. I have a girl. I have a life. And you want me to decide its entire worth in 2 hours? Dr. Priyan doesn't even blink. The temporal window is non negotiable. The energy matrices are decaying. You have 1 hour now, he says. He says it like he's stating the weather. The coldness fuels Arun's despair. He's utterly alone. Who can he ask? His mom? Kajal? His friends? They're 12 light years and a reality away. His heart pulls him fiercely towards home. He misses Kajal with an intensity that steals his breath. He almost smells her perfume, her laugh. The memory alone makes him lean towards the insane gamble going back. Just as he's about to voice this, 3 assistants enter. It's time, one says. They gently but firmly escort him to another, more clinical room. Here, surrounded by humming, low frequency machines, they lay it out again. If you go back, your reconstructed pattern will be dissolved here and projected back to the origin point. Survival probability in that biome is 0.3%. Arun fires back. But how does this even work? Am I here or just a copy? The doctor explains. Think of it as the world's most advanced teleportation. The you, that is consciousness, is a pattern. The pattern is here. To stay, it needs a permanent biological vessel in this world. A vessel? You mean someone else's body? Arun asks, horrified. Not someone else. A blank slate. A P human. A prototype human. Artificially grown with a basic neural network, but no lived experience, no true consciousness. They exist in society, adopted into families, living simple lives, unaware of their own origins. Arun is lost. What's the point? If this pure human is already living, why put me in it? Because another doctor interjects. While they appear normal, they are biological dead ends. They cannot truly feel, not deeply. Love, passion, grief, nostalgia, these are shades they see but cannot paint. Your arrival, your unique, naturally evolved DNA and consciousness pattern, it's the final ingredient. It would turn a prototype into a complete natural human. You wouldn't be taking a life, Arun. You'd be completing one. The weight of this is astronomical. He's not been asked to steal a body, but to become the soul for a shell waiting for one. So, who would I be? A hologram flickers to life, showing five faces. These are the compatible humans in this region. Their current lives, professions, and relationships are stable. Your essence would merge with their framework. Their appearance, their current social life, that remains. But the core consciousness, the soul, that becomes yours. And your biological signature becomes theirs. Arun looks at the faces. His eyes stop on one, a man, a professor in computer science. His name is Vijay. Something in his gentle eyes, even in this hologram, feels familiar. It's not his face, but the potential in it. This is the path where he could keep using his mind, maybe even find a purpose. ये वो रास्ता था जहां पर उसकी एक्सपर्टीज का इस्तेमाल हो सकता था. With a heart heavier than a black hole, he points. Him. He still hesitates. If I go back, will I be okay? My health? The doctor share a look, a flicker of impatience. The reconstruction back will not be perfect. There will be degradation, neurological and physical. You'll not be the Arun who left. Their evasion is the final answer. They are gently, firmly pushing him towards staying. Cornered, exhausted, and with the ghost of Kajal's smile as his only comfort, Arun makes the choice. He nods. Do it. The word feels like ash in his mouth. He is choosing Scenore. He is choosing to become Vijay. What follows is a process that takes 7 days. Arun's consciousness, his memories, his love for Kajal, his fear of the jungle, his mother's lullabies is carefully, painfully extracted from his temporary body. The body dissolves. Meanwhile, Vijay, the human professor, is brought to the facility under a pretext in a procedure that is equal parts science and magic. Arun's biological consciousness data is woven into Vijay's waiting framework. Arun's memories are suppressed, sealed away to allow Vijay's existing simple life memory to continue seamlessly. And so, Arun fades, Vijay wakes up. Vijay wakes with a vague memory of being kidnapped and released. He's disoriented but home, and someone is there, her eyes swollen from crying, but now shining with tears of relief. Priya. She throws her arms around him. I thought I lost you. She sobs. The love in her embrace is warm, real, and for Vijay, it's everything. He holds her, a deep, instinctual comfort settling in him. इश्क में खो जाने का ये एहसास अलग ही था विजय के लिए. Life resumes, but it's a sweeter life. With the integration of Arun's natural essence, Vijay is more. He loves Priya not with the programmed affection of a prototype, but with the fierce, vulnerable, all consuming love of a real human heart. 6 months later, they marry. It's a beautiful wedding. Vijay looks at his bride and his heart swells with a joy so profound it aches. In this moment, he's completely Vijay and he's happy. But the universe has a funny way of balancing the books. A few months after the wedding, flashes begin, not dreams, echoes. He's sipping chai and suddenly smells the salty air of a beach he's never visited. He hears a name in his mind, clearly as a bell, Kajal. He sees a woman's face, smiling with a love that feels historical. He has a sudden, intense craving for his mother's specific aloo paratha, a dish Priya has never made. At first, he brushes them off, weird dreams. He tells Priya one morning, his hand instinctively going to his chest, where a strange emptiness lingers after these flashes. Priya nuzzles his shoulder. Dreams are just our brain's way of cleaning house. Don't worry. But they intensify. They become vivid fragments. A parachute ripping, a blinding light in a jungle, a friend's laughter named Bridge. They feel less like dreams and more like memories. जैसे कोई पुरानी डायरी के पन्ने हवा से उलट पलट हो रहे हों. He's now living a double life. Vijay by day, haunted by Arun's ghost at night. It's confusing, frightening. He starts reaching online, stumbling upon obscure forums about synthetic humans and consciousness transfer. The coincidence chills him. He was adopted. He never saw a birth certificate. Then, one evening, his phone rings. An unknown number, a digitally altered voice speaks, cryptic and direct. Vijay, you're looking for answers about what you are. The P Human Project is real. You're part of it. Meet me Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Library, Ale 7B. Come alone. The line goes dead. Vijay's blood runs cold. The call confirms his deepest fear and his greatest curiosity. He looks at Priya laughing at a comedy show on TV, completely unaware. He loves her with all his heart, this new, real heart. But how can he build a future on past that isn't his? Or is it? He knows what he must do. This Sunday, he will go to the library. He will meet the voice, the journey to discover who he truly is. Arun or Vijay or a magnificent, painful blend of both is just beginning. And that, my incredible listeners, is where we pause. The emotional dam has burst. Love, identity, memory. It's all a beautiful, terrifying soup now. What will Vijay find out? Will he tell Priya? And where, oh, where is our original Kajal in all this? The parallel love stories are set to collide. Share your thoughts, theories with me. Until next time, remember the heart's memory is the strongest quantum force in any universe. Shukriya. Kabir signing off. Kahani. Okay, listeners, welcome back to the real world, or at least I am exhausted. What a journey that was for Arun, or should I say, Vijay. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Kabir. Tell me about it. Hi, everyone. So this is Sarah popping in from the production booth. And Kabir, you've outdone yourself. That was such a wild ride. I think my mind is officially boggled, scrambled, and served sunny side up at this time.
Thank you, Sarah. But seriously, I needed a minute. I feel like I just got transferred to a parallel universe where my job is to emotionally torture the poor fictional characters, right?
So let's unpack this, Kabir. We left episode 3 with Arun having that impossible choice, a life in a strange new world or a near certain death back home with the people he loves. And now he chooses to become someone else entirely. And I was very interested in the choice of names. He goes from being an Arun to being a Vijay. Arun comes across as a simple, no nonsense kind of guy, not a very heroic personality as such. But when you think of Vijay, of course, Amitabh Bachchan, right, with his heroism, the angry young man, whatever you might call him. Talk about a glow up with an identity crisis on the side.
Sure, just to touch on that, Arun, you remember you gave a reference of Mr. India. Anil Kapoor's name was Arun in that. And of course,
Oh,
Vijay.
right.
And Vijay. Vijay is always associated with the great Amitabh Bachchan. Right. It's the ultimate New Year, New Me resolution
Mhm.
taken to a cosmic extreme. He didn't just get a haircut or hit the gym, he got a whole new body, a new name, and a new girlfriend, all while his old heart is still pining for Kajal. This guy's love is more complicated than a season finale of Game of Thrones, but with the fewer dragons, of course, and more of quantum physics.
The quantum physics of love. That's, I absolutely love it. But you know what this whole consciousness transfer into another body thing reminded me of? Classic sci fi. The moment they said P human, my brain went straight to Blade Runner. The
Mhm.
whole more human than human thing. So is Vijay a replicant who just got a real soul installed?
Spot on, Sarah. Total Blade Runner vibe. Even I was thinking in the same lines. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. This is the line, right? But in this case, it's I have been things you people wouldn't believe. And the memory flashes. That's pure total recall. You remember total recall from Schwarzenegger, right? Vijay is having his own Kyoto moment. But instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger remembering he's a secret agent, he's remembering his picnic dates on another planet.
Reminds me of more giving it a Bollywood context, right? Where we had, I think, was it Don 1 or Don 2, I'm not sure, where Shah Rukh Khan is his body is being operated on. You have two Shah Rukh Khans in two different rooms. I think giving him the same sort of moles or scars on Shah Rukh Khan's body. So I think it was like the transfer, right? Of course, it was more in a physical sense, but here also it seems to be similar in that vein.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a lot
Mhm.
of movies out there where you do that transfer stuff. It was a challenge for me to imagine something like how we do the transfer. So somehow we made it.
Yeah, some of the dialogues, like, I've heard about get your ass to Mars,
Mm.
sorry, get consciousness to Sinor. I guess it's even more emotional than all of that. The scene where Priya hugs him after the kidnapping, that got me. It was so genuine. He's feeling real, true love for the first time as himself, but that self is built on someone else's foundation.
Mm.
It's heartbreakingly, achingly beautiful, Kabir.
It is, it is. And that's the core of our sci-fi love story, right? We've been saying all through. Just not about lasers or portals. It's about whether love is in the memory or in the soul. Can you feel in love with the same person twice in two different worlds? Is Priya loving the real Vijay now, or is she loving the ghost of Arun inside him? My heart can't handle these questions, Sarah. I'm a storyteller, not a philosopher.
Too late, Kabir. You've become both. And you've created, I think, the mother of all love triangles here. It's Arun versus Vijay for the same heart and the same body. It's like fight clubs, but for romantics. It's Utopia with a dark underbelly. And Dr. Priyan with his calm, you have 47 minutes deadline. He's the sci fi equivalent, I think, of a cold corporate HR manager during layoffs, saying something like, "Oh, your dimensional relocation has been processed. Here's your new identity packet. Best of luck." No wonder Arun wanted to throw the tablet.
Absolute. Feel really satisfied how it all came out. And can we just appreciate the sheer audacity of the tech? We scanned your 10 to the power of 28 atoms, zapped the data across 12 light years, 3D printed you here. Now, please choose your new avatar from these five options. It's like the world's most intense characters creation screen. Do I want the tall, handsome professor skin or the rugged explorer pack? These are all the thoughts, I had before I could actually zero it on what I had put there.
Yeah, akin to how we choose avatars, right? But it's just that this avatar is going to be your life, like purchase the emotional baggage DLC for full immersion or something like that. Uh, but in all seriousness, Kabir, the most brilliant, twisted part for me is that they made him choose. They gave him just enough information to, terrify him out of going back.
Yeah.
It's manipulation while smiling, I guess. They didn't force him. They just made the other option look like a suicide mission.
Yeah.
And that's chilling.
It is. And now he's living the consequences. He's married to a wonderful woman, but he's getting PTSD from a, from a past life. He can't explain it.
I'm sure not. Basically asking like, so hey Vijay, you say you have flashbacks of a woman named Kajal and parachuting. Have you considered it might just be work stress? I don't think there is any therapist that is ready for this. So where do you see this going, Kabir? This is a mysterious phone call that we have at the end.
The classic meet me in the library trope. It's giving me the Da Vinci Code meets the Matrix. Is someone going to offer him a red pill and a blue pill? The pill will make you forget Priya and remember Kajal forever. This pill will erase Arun and let you live happily as Vijay. Let's see what happens in the next episode, Sarah.
Yeah, it's like Alice in Wonderland, right? Where she gets all these, like, eat this, drink this, or something to make it further in the story. It could be a trap too, right? I mean, if it's an agency, maybe that is running the P Human project, and maybe they're trying to see if he continues with how he's supposed to be, or they've realized that their prototype might have become a bit too human, a bit too unstable. Maybe they want to reset him. Who knows?
Oof, don't give me ideas, Sarah. My listeners need to sleep at night, but you're right. This is the pivot. Is this the part to Vijay uncovering the conspiracy and fighting for his right to exist? Or is it the part to him somehow reconnecting with his past? Maybe even finding a way to signal the original Earth. The possibilities are endless, and that's the fun. But yeah, I had to pick one from so many options out there. That's coming up in the next episodes, unfolding the mystery.
That's great to know. It is. We, my thoughts are with Kajal at this point. We haven't even touched on that other side of the love story. What is she feeling? In the original 2023, where she's supposed to be with Arun, is she thinking that, hey, the love of my life has vanished in a paragliding accident? Her grief, her search. That's a whole another parallel story waiting to be told. Are we going to be seeing that?
Yeah, I feel for Kajal. And in fact, I had to cut down so much of the story to really pack all of this in 5 or 6 episodes. That's the reason you miss out on Kajal. Otherwise, the original story had a lot of Kajal space there. We will have a lot of Kajal's emotion coming in the next couple of episodes for sure. All I'll say is, in a story called Parallels, do you really think we'd only follow one track? keep your ears peeled. The threads will connect. Maybe not in the way you expect. Love, after all, might be the one force that can bend the rules of space time. प्यार एक ऐसा ग्रेविटी है जो पैरेलल यूनिवर्स को भी अट्रैक्ट कर सकता है.
That's quite deep and a perfect tagline for your story, looks like. Listeners, you heard it here first. Before we wrap up, any final thoughts for the audience, Kabir?
Just a huge thank you for coming on this brain bending journey with me, listeners out there. I know it's a lot: quantum leaps, love echoes, existential dread. But stick with me, the best is yet to come. Next episode will follow Vijay into that library. What he finds will change everything. In the meantime, debate with your friends. What would you have chosen? Would you stay as Vijay or risk it all to go back? DM us your theories, guys.
Yes, I want to reiterate that I am really interested in what our users might choose given that option. Would you choose an option where you can start life anew on a new planet, forgetting everything about your loved ones? Or would you take that 0.3% probability that you might make it alive to your loved ones? Or if you're on the other side, I would also want to see if, as a loved one, would you want your loved one to start life anew? Or would you want them to take that risk, which might prove fatal to them, but at least have that chance that they will come back to you? What will you choose for the loved ones? Please let me know, sarah@kahanisuno.com. And remember, if you get a cryptic call about your origins, maybe just let it go to voicemail. Before we sign off, I just wanted to let you know that all the things that we use in our stories here are copyright of kahanisuno.com. We would love to get your feedback. As I said, Sarah at kahanisuno.com or Kabir at kahanisuno.com. And we'll see you next time with our fifth episode. Good night, everyone.
Good night.